Woo! Just got off the phone with Jerry Jones. They say we doing it big this year. Oh, man. Me and Jerry Jones just talked for about 2 hours. Hey, we doing it big this year. The Cowboys are going to break the NFL this year. We're going to do it big. We celebrating. It's going down. Cowboys, we here, baby. Dallas, we here, family. Dallas, we here. To all my Cowboy fans. We here this year. No mistakes. No excuses. You know? We just got to follow the game plan. Blue 42. Blue 42. You know? Chicken nachos and chicken ribs and beef enchiladas and hot dogs and chili cheese hot dogs on the weekends and on Sunday. You know? Make sure you add mustard and ketchup. And if you don't like those, then just eat it plain. Add cheese on it. You know? We just got to follow the game plan, fellas. Because if not, I got to go to McDonald's and get a fish fillet. Large fries. A Sprite with light ice. And not just that regular Sprite, that McDonald's Sprite, man. The McDonald's Sprite, man. Fellas, I want to eat at the 5-star restaurant, man. Today I want to eat at the 5-star restaurant. Next week I want to eat at the 5-star restaurant. Week 5, week 6, week 10 against the 49ers. I want to eat at a 5-star restaurant, fellas. I just got off the phone with Jerry Jones. Can we follow the game plan? Can we do what's right? Can we care for one another? Can we care for our brother next to us, beside us? Can we do our jobs? Can we do our job, fellas? At the end of the day, can he count on you and can I count on you? The Dallas Cowboys are breaking the NFL. Shout out to Football Logic. Let's check out this amazing video. My Cowboy fans, let's go crazy in the comments. I need everybody to leave a like on today's video, and let's get into it, y'all.
Yeah. But that offense, it put on a show. You can't tell me now.
Zero.
They look clearly like the best team in the NFL.
But at the end of the day, in this league, it's about getting the job done and winning the game and being complimentary of your defense, and overall a very efficient team win that I'm proud of. It's hard to win in this league.
You know, man, the Dallas Cowboys just showed us once again for the second week in a row that they're the real deal. They blew out the New York Giants in week 1, and they just put up 30 points in another blowout against the New York Jets. The offense came out on the first drive and went on a smooth 12-play, 75-yard drive and scored a touchdown on one of the best defenses in the NFL, which is something we didn't see from Kellen Moore too often. And then the defense was just all over Zach Wilson and the run game all day long, causing 3 interceptions and sacking Zach 3 times. So, considering how well the Cowboys have played in their first 2 games and how well the offense and the defense has looked, if I was an NFL franchise, I'd be pretty worried about what the Dallas Cowboys are trying to put together. But if you like Dallas Cowboys content just like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any Cowboys videos throughout the entirety of the regular season. Okay, so getting back on topic with the Dallas Cowboys, like I said, this team is already looking legit, and that all starts with Micah Parsons and this defense. Micah Parsons in the first 2 games alone has 12 pressures, 3 sacks, and 4 tackles for loss, which is absolute insanity. His impact doesn't stop at the numbers he puts up though, because he also opens up more potential for the rest of the defensive line. This has led to the Cowboys having a total of 58 pressures and 10 sacks between just 2 games, which puts them number 1 in the league. Micah has 3 of those 10 sacks. Osa Odigizua has 3 as well, and then Dorrance Armstrong has 2, and then DeMarcus Lawrence and Chauncey Goldston both have 1. The Cowboys have 10 defensive linemen with 2 or more pressures, which just goes to show not only how dominant this unit is, but also how much depth we have here. I think the Cowboys D-line stacks up equally to any other team in the NFL, and with the Eagles losing Javon Hargrave, I think the Cowboys have the best defensive line in the league. The only team you could make an argument for is the 49ers. And I think Micah Parsons, being the best defensive player in football, puts the Cowboys above them. But the defensive line isn't the only unit that's dominant on defense, because the linebackers and the secondary have been playing lights out as well. Leighton Vander Esch, Damone Clark, and Marquise Bell have all done a great job at their specific positions at linebacker, especially against the run, which was a huge weakness for us last year. In the first 2 games, the Cowboys have faced Saquon Barkley, Dalvin Cook, and Breece Hall, but the Cowboys have managed to only allow 172 rushing yards in total, with 79 of those yards coming from the quarterback scrambling. This means the Cowboys have only allowed 93 rushing yards from running backs in 2 games, which on average is just 46.5 rushing per game, which is a huge improvement from where we were at just last season. This has forced teams to throw the ball, and with how good the Cowboys' pass rush and secondary is, passing the ball is not something you want to rely on. Speaking of the secondary, in just 2 games, the Cowboys have 5 interceptions, which shows just how dominant this secondary actually is. Against the Giants, we saw Deron Bland get one because of the hit Trevon Diggs had on Saquon Barkley, and we also saw Stephon Gilmore get one in that game. And then against the Jets, we saw Malik Hooker get one, Jayron Kearse get one, and Trevon Diggs get one. This alone should show you how dominant this secondary is now with a true corner number 2 in Stephon Gilmore. But to make it even better, I'll pop up the stats of the opposing quarterbacks, and that should tell you all you need to know. I know we've just played against Daniel Jones and Zach Wilson, but you don't choose your competition, and the Cowboys have done exactly what they should have done against these guys. But to be honest, even though the defense has been really impressive, we knew they'd at least be pretty good because of how they played last year. But the side of the ball we had questions about was the offense and how Dak would look in the new West Coast system that Mike McCarthy runs, and how it would look with the new addition of Brandon Cooks. I was a bit worried about what we were going to look like against the Jets, especially without Brandon Cooks and Tyler Smith due to injury, but I was pleasantly surprised. The offense put up 30 points against one of the best defenses in the NFL, and they took their foot off the gas with like 20 minutes left, so they definitely could have scored more. The guy I want to talk about first is that man, Dak Prescott, because he played one of the most sound games of football that I've ever seen against one of the best secondaries in the league. He was getting the ball out extremely fast and on target with great accuracy, which left him with an 81.7 completion percentage, which is absolute insanity. He finished the game with over 250 yards and 2 touchdowns, which left him with a QBR on the season of 83.7, which is first in the entire NFL. This is exactly what I was hoping for out of the new offense, and if he can keep up this level of efficiency, we won't only have one of the best offenses in the NFL, but it puts us in a great position to be able to beat any team that we play against. We aren't seeing any more throws in extremely tight windows like we had with Kellen Moore, which also is going to clean up those 15 interceptions from last year. The guy that took up the majority of the 255 yards that Dak threw for, though, was CeeDee Lamb with 143 receiving yards on 11 receptions, which is showing us that he's playing this year right where he left off last year. If the Jets were in man, he absolutely cooked whoever was guarding him, and he also did a great job in zone at finding the open holes and being able to come down with the ball even if he took a hard hit. He's showing himself to be easily a top 10 receiver in the league, and he's trying to cement himself in the top 5, and if he stays on this pace, I actually think he has a great chance to do that. Outside of CeeDee Lamb, though, we also saw Tony Pollard put up 37 yards receiving, which put him over 100 total yards for the day. We saw Jake Ferguson have a few catches and a touchdown, and then we also saw the rookie Luke Schoonmaker catch his first pass that ended up being his first touchdown. All of this led to us scoring 30 points, like I said earlier, and this was without Tyler Smith and Brandon Cooks, who are both huge pieces to this offense. So when they're back, we should see the offense perform even better, especially in the running game. Speaking of the run game, it wasn't as efficient as I would have liked, but it did get the job done. Tony Pollard finished with over 70 rushing yards on 25 carries, which is pretty efficient, like I said, but I think part of the reason why the numbers look like this is due to the conservative play calling for Mike McCarthy towards the end of the game. Mike McCarthy started spamming the run to help chew the clock, and this left Tony Pollard against a defense that knew what we were doing, so I'm honestly not worried about this, especially since we were missing Tyler Smith. I did like what I saw out of the limited Rico Dowdle snaps, though, and when Deuce Vaughn got in, he looked pretty electric as well. So even though the ending stats didn't look the greatest and they didn't look the most efficient, I'm still pretty confident in what we are as a running team. Overall, though, man, the Dallas Cowboys seriously do look like one of the best teams in the NFL, if not the very best. They've played in just 2 games, and they already have a positive point differential of 60 points, which is crazy for me to even say. The Cowboys have the Cardinals this week and the Patriots the week after that, so we should be 4-0 heading into San Fran, and I really do like our chances against the 49ers.
The 49ers.
The offense against the Jets look to be clicking on all cylinders.
Can't wait for that game. I know y'all waited. I know y'all can't wait. Oh, yes. And even this Patriots game is going to be good, too. And, we get to see Ezekiel say hey to his former teammates. Oh, man. Yes, indeed. Hey, I can't wait to see y'all there, man.
And the defense seriously does look like one of the best units in all of football. I know it's just week 2, but so far we look like a team that could be a true contender. We just need to keep this momentum going.
Gotta keep the momentum going, man. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about these Cowboys this year. I'm telling y'all. For real. Every time it's game day, I hear gunshots, people gambling, people that lost their house, pink slips. I done seen people lose their car, somebody get in an argument, somebody throw food on the floor, chairs get to slamming, knocking the TV off the wall when it comes to these Cowboys, man. But hey, I love y'all. And y'all, my Cowboys, y'all go crazy in the comments and leave a like for me on the video and subscribe if you are new here. Don't miss the upcoming highlights and game review to this season's games, especially our Dallas Cowboys. So hey, I love y'all, and I will catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace and love, y'all.